off your first month. You'll save an additional.
Folks who are tuned into the live stream here, we are seeing a contest ahead of us in overtime. Old Bridge, Pollock, and Del Rapids are in overtime, getting some free extra basketball here. So with that, we're going to continue this stream going, but we will be a little bit delayed for the start of the Sully Buttes versus Sioux Valley here in just a little bit. So we're going to go back to muting, but we will let you watch part of this game here on our video. So again, we won't stop the video stream, but we are a little bit behind. So once that gets going, once the game finishes, we will start here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. We'll get you back here in just a little bit, but again, game ahead of us going into overtime. We'll start the pregame soon.
Kale Knudsen. Warriors. Foul number 3, Knudsen. To the line to shoot 2 for the Warriors is number 11, Lincoln Anderson. Foul number 5. Good shield. Jackson Pebble to the line for 2. Shooting 2, number 1, Carson Pay. Substitution for Cody Atkins, number 35, Jace Blakely. Timeout, Warriors. Foul number 2, Eisner. Checking in for the Tigers is number 23, Tyrell Lively. Substitution for the Warriors is number 35, Chase Brendan.
The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for Sully View Sports on Country 95.3. Sully View Sports is brought to you by 83 Ag Sales, AGE, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, The Blue Goose, and Red Spray Service. And by Actegra, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Kona Ag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, and Yag Air. Sully View Sports is also brought to you by Lamb Chevy, Oahe Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, the Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner, Wheeler Seed Farm, Yakby Ranches, Venture Communications, and Lincoln Out Construction. Now let's head to the booth for the call of the game with a Hall of Famer and the voice of the Sully Views Chargers, D.T. Meyer.
It's a 3-hour drive, depending on where you start from, whether it's here or from Oneida. And it brings us to the Cossack Center here in Volga at the high school of Sioux Valley. A little bit of a late start, which when you have a game going to overtime and the way that game ahead of us went, I mean, that's going to result in some delays of some basketball action. Wyatt Barichka with you. It's Jen back in the studio as we get you set for tip-off in what should be a pretty competitive game here on a Saturday evening. The Sully Beach Chargers in their second road trip, they head over to Sioux Valley to take on the Sioux Valley Cossacks, who sit at 4-2 on the season. The Chargers bring their undefeated record here today, just the second trip for the Chargers. It's your pregame show. It's brought to you by 83 Ag Sales. Big thanks to them for getting us ready here for tip-off. Taking a look at how these two teams enter today. We'll start with the host team in the Cossacks as they come into this one 4-2 on the season. They had a big win last night over Lakota Tech. It was a final of 93-27. It was basically Sioux Valley from the start to the finish as the Cossacks go to 4-2 on the season. They had a tough stretch where they started the season 1-2. So they've won their last 3 games of the season, and now they'll look to make it 4 in a row. The Chargers coming at 5-0 on the season. They had a 74-33 win over Highmore Herald in their previous contest, and they are just 1-0 on the road. So they'll look to continue that road streak and make it 2-0 here today. That is how these two teams enter today's contest, and we'll give you a brief history. Well, usually we take a break and go into the history. Well, I got none for you. Why? Well, you can't find any information about these two teams having played prior. I actually was kind of overheard a conversation. They're like, Sully Buttes, where are they from? And somebody said Blunt. Somebody said Oneida, trying to figure out who the Chargers are. So Sioux Valley going to get their first look at the Chargers in what appears to be some time. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll talk more about this contest, take a look at some storylines going into this one. It is the Sully Beach Chargers in Volga to take on the Sioux Valley Cossacks. We'll step aside 2 minutes so we continue your 83 Ag Sales pregame show. Coming up next.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Sully Beach Chargers making their second road trip of the season as they are here in Volga at Sioux Valley High School. It is the 83 Ag Sales pregame show getting us set for tip-off here as the Chargers are undefeated, taking on the 4-2 Sioux Valley. Again, we mentioned no history that we can find between these two teams, and again, conversations of where is Sully Beach from? And I mentioned the two towns that they mentioned, Oneida and Blunt. They're technically not wrong in those, but the fact that there's really not been a lot of conversation about the Sully Beach Chargers here in this area. So again, the first time the Sioux Valley team, or really the area, going to take a look at your Chargers here this evening. Giving you an update for the girls here as they were on the road in the Redfield Classic. They would actually take on the host team in Redfield. Sully Beach tried to stay within distance, but in the end, it was Redfield who would get the 36-32 win over Sully Beach. Just couldn't have enough time to make a comeback. Were the Chargers, so they now dropped to 1-7 on the season. Let's take a look at some storylines here going into this one, and we'll start with Sioux Valley and saying their tough start to the season. Again, they had their three of their first 6 games come against opponents above 500, and they will have now a even tougher task with the undefeated Sully Beach Chargers. Again, Sully Beach a B team, it is Sioux Valley an A team. So a interclass contest for Sully Beach and Sioux Valley. Second storyline for Sioux Valley, home court advantage. Again, they've hosted most of, not all, of their teams that were undefeated. They went 1-2 in that stretch, and now it'll be the 4th time today that they host, and we'll see how that home court advantage comes into play. And then the height advantage. And you'll hear me say this for the Sully Beach Chargers, but this team does not have a player that is, or I should say, there's 2 players that are 6'1" or lower. So everybody else is 6'1" or taller for the Cossacks, so something to pay attention to as the Chargers will not have the height advantage, but the speed might come into play here on this Saturday night. Let's take a look at your storylines for the Chargers. Where do the Chargers stand with teams above 500? Well, it will be their 3rd game against an opponent that's above 500 currently, and the Cossacks are the 2nd team in Class A that Sully Beach has seen, a team above 500. How do the Chargers respond on the road? Again, a long road trip for Sully Beach here today. We'll see how they do coming off the bus and the extra wait time. Both teams had to wait because of the overtime game. We're actually starting almost an hour later than the scheduled tip-off time. So how does Sully Beach come out of the gates to start this one? And then the rebounding. We're going to mention that here quite a bit. How do the Chargers battle against the height of the Cossacks? And we saw them against Lyman do it. They do have the talent to do that, and we'll see how they do it here today. I do have a pregame conversation with Coach White as we get you set for tip-off here. Our 83 Ag Sales pregame show continues next here. We had a pregame conversation with head coach White of the Chargers. That's coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 90 seconds.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
It's head coach Brian White here for the Sully Beach Chargers on Country 95.3 as we continue our 83X Sales pregame show. Coach, got to get some basketball in this week before going into today. I mean, you guys just shot the lights out in the first quarter, it felt like. I mean, just kind of what helped you guys get through that win against Highmore Herald?
Yeah, we played really well the other night. I thought we shot it well, but I thought our actions were really good. I thought we moved well without the basketball. I really liked our pace. We played fast. We really, and everything kind of started with our on the defensive end, which we want to do. So, really impressed with how our kids did things and where they were and how they did it, and really proud of where we're at, and hopefully today's another step forward.
I mean, Coach, this speed on this team is like, well, I'll just say it's ridiculous at some points. I mean, how does that speed kind of help you guys? I mean, A, with the physical aspect, but B, just, I mean, running your offense efficiently as fast as you guys do.
Yeah, that's what we work on daily. That's what we've worked towards for the last few years, knowing that kind of how we want to play and the kids that we have, and that we're not very big, we don't have a ton of size. I mean, 6'3" is about as big as we go. So we have to play a different style, and we have to make it difficult on teams in a different way. So one way we do that is just playing with our pace, and it allows our kids to be basketball players. When we've got 4 or 5 just really good basketball players, you can just play the game, and allow them to get out in space, allow them to use their skills that they've acquired over the years, and that just allows them to play some freedom, and it's a lot of fun to play that style. So I think our kids enjoy it.
Well, Coach, let's go into today. One of your guys' longest road trips of the year is here today, but I mean, you're taking on a team that just put 93 points up last night, and probably one of the better games here at the Classic. I mean, just talk about the Sioux Valley team and how you're going to go into tonight, because, I mean, there's some advantages for you guys. There's also going to be
good yourself, sir.
Some
good
disadvantage on the other side. So just kind of talk about this team in particular and kind of your approach going in.
Yeah, they're really good, and that's why you play in these Classics, like to get really good matchups and fun matchups that are going to challenge you, and that's what today's going to be. They're one of the premier top schools in Class A. They're in the state tournament often, and we want to be at the level that they're at, and we want to be able to play at that level. And if we can play at that level, we can probably play against most Class B schools. So today, our goal is just to come out and compete to the best of our ability and give it what we got, and we'll see where everything ends up at the end. We just want to make sure that we play with a lot of energy, and if we do that, we'll be just fine.
And I mentioned the speed earlier in our interview, Coach. The reason why I say that is they're going to definitely have the height advantage this evening. I mean, they got kids. I think 2 of them are below 6'1". Everybody else is 6'1" or taller, and you guys are going to be on the shorter side of things as far as height advantage. But you guys proved that against Lyman. How are you guys just going to be able to play to the physicality and just the height of them?
Like physicality-wise, we'll be able to match pretty much anybody. I don't worry about that. Our kids are strong, physical. They're done a great job in the weight room to be able to be there, and we don't get muscled around much. So that part doesn't concern me. Size-wise, we just got to get bodies on bodies and block out and play fast, and wear people down a little bit and make them do things that they're not used to. And the faster the pace is, tends to kind of move a post out of the post where we don't want them. So like our pace tends to dictate a little bit how often people can get post touches and things of that nature. It's just more how do we handle the glass, and thus far we've been pretty good attacking rebounds, and all 5 of us on the glass.
I would probably say that's one of the biggest things that you're wanting to see from your team. But what's going to be another key factor you're going to see with your team to go 1-0 today?
Same as always, we got to take care of the basketball. We got to rebound the basketball, and we got to defend. And we got to play with some energy. If we do those 4 things right there, we're going to give ourselves a great opportunity.
Well, Coach, a Saturday night basketball game. It's going to be entertaining. Thanks so much for taking some time, and best of luck tonight.
Thanks for covering us. We appreciate it.
Big thanks to Coach White for taking some time here as we get you set for some Saturday night matinee basketball here from the Cossack Center at Sioux Valley High School. It looks like we should have a national anthem coming up here in just a moment, and we'll get a uniform report coming up here as well here in just a few moments as the Chargers at undefeated 5-0 record get ready to take on Sioux Valley, who sits at 4-2. We're going to get things going here. So we'll get to the starting lineups here with you here in just a moment. We'll start with we'll start with the opposing team for Sally Buttes. It looks like this. It's number 0 for the Cossacks, a 6'2 junior in Brady Hilton. He'll be followed by number 2. It's McCain Nelson. It's number 3, Carson Wojcicki. It's number 4, a 6'7 junior in Carter Sapp. And number 10, it's Connor Reff, 5'9 senior for the Cossacks. For the Chargers, it will look like this. It is number 3, a 6'3 freshman in Easton Moore. He'll be followed by number 10, Jet Yackley, a 5'8 sophomore. It's number 15, a 6'2 senior at Wesley Whitler. Number 20, Gavin Colson, a 5'2 senior. I should write. And number 44, a 6'2 senior, and James Miles. That is your starting lineup here for the Chargers this evening. Chargers, as you get your uniform report, they'll be in their road purples, gold numbers, gold lettering. They'll be trimmed in black. They have a gold stripe on either side of their uniforms. For the Cossacks, they'll be in their home whites, blue lettering, yellow numbers, trimmed in blue. So that will be the starting lineup and your uniform reports. We got a pretty good facility. I'm not going to lie. You got a video scoreboard on one side. You got the production. They got a production setup. They got everything here from Sioux Valley as they are getting their pregame video going here in just a moment. They announce the starting lineups. Not sure if we'll have a national anthem to get this one going. I know they did one before the Classic as would win their game, and then just a moment ago you just saw Del Rapids defeat Mulbridge Pollock. So that starting lineups just getting announced here. Pretty good crowd turnout for the Sally Buttes Chargers here for a Saturday. So whoever made the road trip, appreciate you making the road trip. If you're watching live on our video stream at Country 95.3 Sports or listening on the radio side of things on Country 95.3 FM, we appreciate you much. It's 6 o'clock here from Sioux Valley, KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting station, as we get set for some high school basketball here. This is the second to last game of the day. There's one more game featuring Wolsey Wessington here in a little bit. That'll be after the conclusion of this one. Easton Moore stands in the center circle as we will have matching up Easton Moore. Can't get the number there. The yellow numbers are going to be interesting. It looks like it's going to be Carter Sapp in the center circle. And just like that, whistle's blown. We're underway, and the Cossacks will control the opening tip. They'll go from left or right to left. Chargers going from left to right as we get set here for Sally Buttes basketball. Cossacks with the first offensive possession. It will be Dan Zizin, and he is going to have a offensive foul go against the Chargers. I guess they won't call the foul. It was apparently a violation. They changed it. The one official had the foul signal up there. Colson, first possession for the Chargers, couldn't do so. Whitler gets it. Luckily goes into his arms after the missed shot, and the Chargers crack first on the scoreboard. They lead 2-0 on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. Big thanks to them, and big thanks to 83 Ag Sales for getting us here for tip-off. Second possession, Dan Zizin. Now get it off there to Sapp. Sapp will try to go all the way in. Couldn't do so. Fight for the basketball is ripped away there by Nelson for 2, and that is going to be a bucket for Sioux Valley, and we are now tied at 2 apiece. Against the second contest for Sally Buttes against an A squad here this season is the Cossacks right now 32nd in the team standings, but they have had a heck of a schedule to start the season. Moore will turn it over, and both teams will start off with a turnover apiece here in the first quarter. 6:36 going as Gavin Colson takes it away, and he has got nobody underneath And trailing him on the right side. And Gavin Colson takes it away and gets it 4-2. An easy layup makes it now 4-2 in favor of the Chargers. Ralph will almost have that taken away by Whitler. Then he picks it up and fires a three. That's going to be no good. And it's James Miles with the rebound for Sally Buttes. Yackley skip pass over to Moore. Now gives it off to Colson in the right corner. 6:02 to go here in quarter number 1. Colson will bring it up to the right ring now. Letting the offense develop. Yackley, left wing now. Once again, skip pass. Moore, he'll have a catch and shoot triple short. Miles rebound. Kick out to Whitler. 3. That one is up. That one's going to be no good either. And a couple of threes and no points to account for. And then we'll have a whistle as it's knocked there by Wesley Whitler. And it will go back to the Cossacks. Your score here from Volga on the campus of Sioux Valley High School. Chargers looking to go to 6-0. A catch and shoot 3 is no good. Miles trying to secure that rebound, but Whitler will come up with it. On the other end, Yackley 3, count it. And Jet Yackley with his first points of the Chargers on a quick 7-2 start. You're going to notice there's going to be 2 speeds of play. The Chargers will like to go a little bit faster. And Sioux Valley will try to slow things down. So we'll see kind of what pace will win here today. Long inbound pass for Sioux Valley. We'll see Cooper Falkenhagen check in on the next whistle. Miles is going to foul as he tried to avoid jumping early, but he does. I'm going to say it was not on the shot, though, and the Chargers will pick up their first team foul.
Number 44, Miles.
Miles picks up his first, and actually they gave Gavin Colson a foul. Not sure how, because that was a violation earlier, and the inbound play is going to be scored there by Sapp. 4-2. And quickly on the other end are the Chargers at 7-4. Whitler will get some contact and another whistle. And Zize will pick up the foul, so that will be his first. Team's first for Sioux Valley. And some confusion from the player to inbound it, so Gavin Colson will step in, trigger it in, and it's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to get Houston Moore on the foul. Will make it his first, and just like that, with just under 5 minutes to play, 4:57 to be exact, the Chargers already with 3 team fouls here in quarter number 1. Golf will take it over the timeline for the Cossacks. As they pass it up top. Sioux Valley on the attack. Baseline drive from Ralph. He'll pass that off to Sapp in the paint. Kicks it out. And almost was taken away there by the Chargers. Danzizian kick out there to Milton for 3 and will knock it in. And now we are tied at 7 apiece. The Chargers did have a 7-2 lead. And their next possession is Colson is able to save it. Yackley, he will try to answer with his 3 of his own. He does. Jay Yackley with back-to-back 3s for him. He's got now 6 in the contest, 6 of the 10 for the Chargers here in quarter number 1. Danzi's in. He'll pass it off to Ralph at the top, makes his way to the left side. Goes in the paint, over to the right side. This one is going to be a triple from the same spot. It's going to be a one and done for Sioux Valley. Is coming down with the basketball was Whitler. And Yackley trying to get it over the timeline. He does. Skip pass over to Colson, trying to go. Another 3, no good. Whitler taps it back over to Yackley. 4 for 3, count it. Showing the threes is Easton Moore. It's back to a 6-point lead, 13-7. Is right now the biggest lead. Chargers the only team with the lead in this contest in the early first. 3:20 left to go. It's 13-7 on your Venture Communications scoreboard. Ralph will reset the offense, makes his way to the left side, tries to go Euro step, and it will be a whistle and 2 free throws at the line coming up. Cooper Volkening will pick up his first. It will be the team fourth, so no more fouls to give for the Chargers. It's free throws from here on out for the final 3:11. First free throw, counted for Ralph. Yeah, we'll get one more free throw here. Makes it now a 5-point lead, 13-8. Off with one more. One dribble, fires it, knocks it in. So perfect trip there for the Cossacks, and it's now 13-9. Yackley makes his way over the midcourt stripe. Whitler's there to help him out. Now pass on the elbow to Moore. Yackley thought about a three, floated off the glass, couldn't do so. Fight for the rebound as two Chargers try to go for it, and now it's Sioux Valley, and Whitler will intercept it as they're trying to pick up the pace, and we'll get a whistle. We'll get Brett Milton on the foul. Carson Wojie is back in for Wajie, excuse me. Back in for Sioux Valley. Sioux Valley trying to bring some pressure to Whitler, but maintains control as he will back his way over that midcourt stripe. 13-9 with 2:34 left to go. Yackley, floater in the paint, will leave that short, and it's another one and done for the Chargers. That's the, if I'm not mistaken, just the second missed shot from inside the arc. Alf will kick that out to Hilton. Hilton now backs his way in on Yackley. Again, the height advantage is going to favor Sioux Valley here this evening. Chargers, though, have played like they were the bigger team in the lineman contest. Also in for the Chargers is Carson Miles. He's no good. It's brought down there by Yackley. Yackley on the other end is looking for Moore. Moore went on the cut to the basket, and he will turn the basketball over. Gavin Colson with a quick rest. We'll check back in. Second turnover for the Chargers. 1:58 left to go in quarter number one. Holden Rusink, first time in for the Cossacks. Under 2 to play here in quarter number one from Sioux Valley High School. The drive in. I'll give it off there to Hilton. Hilton almost loses it. Will step out of bounds trying to save it. And that'll be turnover number 4 for Sioux Valley. Okay, Nelson will check back in. 1:43 left to play. 13-9 your score. Chargers trying to spread things out as Yackley's got a pair of threes to lead the way in scoring. And he'll bring it over the timeline. Sioux Valley going in man-to-man defense. It's down Colson on the right side. Colson to Moore, swinging over to Yackley on the left wing. 18 on the shot clock. One dribble over to Whitler. Whitler going to try to drive in, left side in the paint. Will lose it, and it's going to be a foul that saves the possession. From our vantage point, it could have been a tie-up if the officials elected to call that, and they're going to get Brady Hilton in. Volkening gets it, hands it off to Whitler, 3. Can't get that one to go, and Chargers will miss out on a 3-point opportunity to extend their lead. And it goes right back to Sully Buttes. Whistle on the other end, gives the basketball back to the Chargers as it went out of bounds. That'll be just the 5th turnover. Now we got a pause in the action. Yackley's going to check out. Miles will return to action. 1:05 left to go here, quarter number one. Chargers 13, and the Cossacks 9. Colson does finally get it over the timeline, loses the basketball. Now we got a tie up for it. Colson comes up with it, trying to give it off to Miles. He's able to retain possession. Now you got 2 Cossacks there to tie it up. It's an arrow that will go in favor of the Chargers. With 48.1 left to go, Chargers with 19 on the shot clock, 48 seconds on the game clock. Both teams making frequent substitutions here. It's a deep bench here for Sioux Valley. We got 3 towns that make up this school, based in Volga. Whitler trying to give it off to Moore, loses it, but he's able to pick it back up. Now he'll lose it again, and it's going to be ripped away there from Musink. Musink gives it off. It's on the attack and a traveling call as it was Dan Zizin who was trying to go on the attack on the right side, and the travel will create the turnover. Jay Yackley going to rush his way to the scores table, check back in. He'll check in for Carson Miles. See Ralph check out, checking back in is Oji. Shot clock turned off here with 25 seconds left to go. See if the Chargers elect to hold it for the final shot. There's the double team. Yackley makes his way to the left side, trying to find some separation. Baseline, now you got to give it off there to avoid the 5-second, and going to be another whistle and another foul. That'll save the Chargers.
Foul number 32, Lusink.
Lusink will pick up his first personal, and that is the team's fourth. So now Chargers have done a good job to avoid bonus for Sioux Valley. Bonus really doesn't matter now with the final 11.7. Whitler on the inbound catch. He'll step back, free throw line, makes a move. Goes off the glass, no good with 5 seconds left to go. Whitler picks it up, trying to fight his way up for two. He'll get the whistle and a chance at the line for two. Whitler just trying to muscle his way in for the score. After getting the rebound, 3 players for Sioux Valley were trying to take it away, and now Whitler will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Second trip in this contest, first trip for the Chargers here tonight. First one is up and good. Whitler now with 3 in the quarter. And we'll get one more free throw. Easton Moore is going to check out. Carson Miles with a check back in after a quick rest. Final free throw for Wesley Whitler. And it's perfect. Perfect trip. It makes it now 15-9, and no time is left on the clock. It was basically a catch and shoot for the Cossacks. And we played 1 quarter of action. Chargers up 15-9 after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We're back here on Country 95.3.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Second quarter about to get underway here. It is going to be Sioux Valley basketball as Whitler will swat away. They will stay with the Cossacks of Sioux Valley. They'll just have it on the baseline on the far side. Chargers getting some contributions from 3 guys in the first quarter. And Sapp for Sioux Valley will get a bucket there and make this now a 4-point game. 15-11 is your score on your Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Easton Moore catch and shoot 3 is going to miss everything. And quickly is going to be the pace push there by Milton. Milton gives it off there to Dan Zizin. That 3 is no good either. So Whitler basically is able to catch it off the bounce off the iron, and it's Easton Moore who can't get that one. So it stays 15-11 is the pace here in this second quarter. Starting off quickly here, and a Euro step move by Milton is good. It's a 1-score game now, 15-13 with 7:03 left to go. Colson has that poked away there. It is Ralph who will go all the way and will tie this ball game up. And it's now 15 apiece here in the second quarter. Whitler on the attack in the paint, lays it up with the underhand scoop and score, and the Chargers break the tie. 17-15 your score. Chargers' biggest lead was 6 as we started the quarter. Sapp, another layup underneath. And we're tied again for tie number 4. No lead changes, but we've had 4 ties so far here this evening from Volga. Dackley on the elbow, gives it off to Colson. Long pass over to Moore. At the top, it's Colson again. Ralph is just poking it away, not letting Colson do much. Colson puts up a shot, an awkward-looking shot, as Gavin Colson gets the bucket, and it's once again a 2-point lead for the Chargers. Ralph is on the attack, goes from right to left. That one will be left short as Whitler picks up the rebound. And Whitler will slow things down here for Sully Buttes. Dackley to Moore, mid-range jumper, floater, whichever one you want to call it. He was looking like he was going to take the jump shot and then settles in for a floater, and then on the other end we'll get a foul. And now we'll send the Cossacks to the line to shoot a pair. James Miles will pick up foul number 2. That'll be the first team foul of the quarter. Second personal for Miles. First free throw, count it. For Bill Tunin. I mispronounced that name in the first quarter. Apologies there. Miles will check out. Falkenhagen will check in as the first free throw was good. Final one. It's perfect, and nobody has missed a free throw yet. 21-19 your score. Chargers up here on your Venture Communications scoreboard. Whitler over the midcourt stripe now, makes his way to the right side. As both teams playing man-to-man defense. Whitler, underhand, is off to Yackley. That one, no good either. And Ralph on a one-hand deep pass will look to give it off, and it's a foul and a bucket counts. Drive there from Milton. He's going to get it to go in. And Cooper Falkenhagen is going to get credit for the foul. There is a long pass there from Ralph. He gets it there to Dan Zizan, who thought about putting up a shot and then decides to give it up. And now they're going to get the 3 points. What would normally be the easy way, but that free throw is no good from Milton. That's the first free throw missed here in this quarter. Or right side, he'll get the whistle on the other end, and he will now go to the line. Dan Zizan picks up foul number 1. Is right now Cossacks with a 6-point outscoring output here in this second quarter at 12-6. Or free throw, can't make that first one. Message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office: going to the game and driving home, please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Carson Miles will check in. As Cooper Falkenhagen will take a rest on the bench. 5 minutes left to go. 21 apiece here on your Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Or we'll look to break the tie here for 5th time in this game, and he does. Goes 1 of 2. It's now 22-21. Other end, it is Hilton. He gets the bucket. Timeout taken. It's going to be a full timeout, and it's now 23-22. First time the Chargers are trailing in this one. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 30 with 4:50 left to go. It is Sioux Valley leading this one 23-22. We're back after this here on Country 95.3. 30-second timeout.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports. As this game got started later than expected due to some overtime basketball ahead of us. But we're here now. 4:50 left to go in the second quarter. The Cossacks with a 1-point advantage for the first time here today. 23-22 is your score. There's the largest deficit for the Chargers, a single point, and that's where it stands. Timeout will say goodbye to Sully Buttes. They're down to 4. Either team took a timeout in that first quarter. Chargers will inbound it. From the baseline. On the near side. So it looks like Sioux Valley not really bringing a ton of pressure here in the front court. Whitler will just give it off to Colson, and he will just make his way easily over the midcourt stripe. Colson after the pass there from Yackley can't get it off the glass. And a little quick fight for the basketball ends up in the hands of Sapp. Ralph now at the top. His way, hands it off there now to Titwood. Titwood wide open. It is Milton who makes the three. He was standing all alone and just took his time for that triple to go in. It's now 26-22. This shot there from the Chargers. And it was a quick one and done for Sully Buttes. Hilton trying to go back to back. Can't get that one to go. And it's Easton Moore who picks up the rebound. Over to Whitler. He goes, gets fouled, and gets the bucket and a chance for a three-point play. There you go, the foul off to Ralph. He'll make his first personal of the quarter, or team's second. And Whitler is going to have a chance for a three-point play. Miles will check back in for Carson Miles. James coming in for Carson. Whitler to cut this within one. He can't do so on the free throw. And three-point opportunities. Both teams now have missed those three-point opportunities at the line. 1 point or 1 score lead separates the Chargers and Sioux Valley. Sioux Valley slowing things down. It is a interesting shooting form there from 3. No good. Second chance here for the Cossacks. No good either on that one. Third chance. And it's going to be a foul on Sully Buttes. James Miles will pick up foul number 3 now. Carson Miles is going to check back in. James Miles has 3 fouls, and very disappointed that he has to go back to the bench with 3:24 left to go. Zach inbound. We'll get it in there to Heltunen, and he'll lose the basketball, and the Chargers will get it back. Chargers have done well turnover-wise, just 2 in the contest so far. Sioux Valley with 6, and right now it's a 2-point lead for the Cossacks. And another whistle. Looks like we kind of have a pattern going here for the Chargers. It's usually a clean first quarter, and then the whistles will start picking up here in the second quarter. Inbound goes to Yackley. Over the center logo from left to right. There's a give there to Colson. Colson, left side, goes to the baseline with a handoff to Carson Miles, and I'm going to say he caught it out of bounds. Which will give the basketball back to Sioux Valley. And checking in, it's going to be Rusink. A chance for Sioux Valley to extend their 2-point advantage. Biggest lead for them is 4. Sully Buttes with a 6-point lead. Those have been the 2 biggest leads for both teams here today. Drive in, kick out now. It is Sapp. Thought about a 3. Now takes it all the way in for an easier shot and lays it up and in. Sapp with 6 in the quarter. Makes it a 4-point lead back to Sioux Valley at 28-24. Whitler goes all the way in. Some contact and a trip to the line. Whitler will have another Chance at the line after missing that three-point opportunity. With 2:39 left to go, Sapp will pick up his first personal. And Whitler looked to get his first free throws of the second quarter to go in. He can't make that first. Chargers 3 of 6 from the line. And we'll get one more here as we got a pause. Whitler stepped outside the arc, had stepped back in, and now we'll resume things. Whitler 2 dribbles, sets, fires, leaves it short, and there's a Whitler went early before the basketball hit the rim. So Sioux Valley is going to get it back. 2:39 left to go. Game is slowing down just a little bit here pace-wise. Ralph at the top is matched up there by Miles. They're going to give it off as Ralph. Whitler almost tries to take it away, and then it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch there by the Cossacks. And Sully Buttes will get it back. Already in this contest, Milton with 14 points for Sioux Valley. Moore with the give there to Colson. Colson will try to get some contact on the shot, misses his shot, picks it up, his own rebound, and puts it up and in. Way to respond there for Gavin Colson after the missed shot. Quickly on the other end, Milton triple, hits off the back iron. It's going to be rebounded there by Rusink. Rusink couldn't get the shot to go in, and then a foul is going to, let's say it's on the shot. One official set on the floor. And they are going to say free throw, so it will put Rusink at the line with a foul occurring against Carson Miles. So the Sioux Valley has a chance to add on to their lead, and Rusink will miss the first. Being an example, driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Get one more free throw here from Rusink, and he will make the second. It makes it now 29 to 26 as I had the Chargers score off. Chargers can tie it here with a triple. Dackley, left side, give it off to Moore. Gives it now to Colson. There's the Sioux Valley bench trying to give the Chargers some fits. Carson Miles going to try to tie up. No good. It's Easton Moore. Rebound. Takes a slow drop in. Back to a one-point game for Sioux Valley as the Chargers staying within distance. Final 80 seconds here of the first half. There's a give now to Tunin. Tunin makes his way to the top. Now goes to the left side. Has a lane on the left side as he'll use that left hand to lay it up and in. And he gets a second bucket on the corner. It's back to a three-point lead. 31-28 your score. Under a minute to play. Here's a give to Miles. Fakes the three. Now to Colson. One dribble. Over to Yackley. Yackley three to tie it. You bet. First three for Jet Yackley, and that's all he's done in this game is make threes. He's got his third three, and we're tied for the sixth time here this evening. Shot clock separated by 10. Here's a drive in from Tunin and another whistle. So this should put the Cossacks at the line, and that will be the case. With 32.6 left to go and a chance to break the tie is Sioux Valley. First free throw is good. And that will break the tie now. Yeah, we'll get one more free throw here. 32-31 is your score on your Venture Communication scoreboard. Let's make it a full one-score lead here. With 32.6 left to go. Chargers can hold for the final shot with a shot clock turned off. Perfect trip there from Sioux Valley. The Zach's trying to bring some full-blown pressure, but Yackley's able to get it and make it over the timeline. Picks up his dribble over to Colson. 23 seconds left to go. Coach White telling him to hold on to it as long as possible. Yackley trying to get it off to Whitler. Does. Whitler goes in all the way in with 13.8 left to go. And a foul for Whitler to go to the line and shoot 2 more. So now it gives Sioux Valley another chance with the basketball here, as Milton will pick up his second foul of the game. Whitler is at the line. First free throw is left short. Chargers have missed their last 5 free throws. They started off 3 for 3, have gone 0-5 since. Whitler's trying to cut it within 1 again. Whitler will do so. Now the Cossacks with a chance to extend that lead with the final opportunity with the basketball. 8 seconds to play. And at the top, it is Hiltunen. He'll look for Sapp. Whitler picks it up with 3 seconds left to go. Gives it off to Moore. Moore will fire a shot at the buzzer and can't get it to go in. And that is the end of the first half as the Chargers facing a halftime deficit for the first time this season. They trail 33-32. We're back in 2 minutes. Give you some first half numbers here on the Lincoln Now Construction and Hawaii Grain halftime show. After this 2-minute timeout here on Country 95.3 KLXS Perry Riverfront Broadcasting Station.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Butte and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitnerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitner Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
Halftime here from Volga on the campus of Sioux Valley High School. The Chargers, for the first time this season, faces a halftime deficit. And the good news for them, it's a 1-point deficit, as I'll fix that scoreboard. Bear with me for the video audience. It's a one-man crew here tonight, here on the video streaming side of things. Big thanks to Jen back in the studio for keeping us here live on the air as your halftime show. It's brought to you by Lincoln Now Construction and Hawaii Grain. Big thanks for them to catch us up here after one half of play. 33-32 is your score as the Chargers outscored the Cossacks 15-9 after one quarter of play. It would be Sioux Valley outscoring the Chargers 24-17 after the second quarter. That gets us our 33-32 advantage after one half of play. One lead change and 6 ties have been accounted for in this contest, all of them coming in the second quarter. Chargers have shot 12 of 22 from the field, 4 of 9 from three-point land, and the last 5 free throws they've gone 1 of 6 in their last 5 free throws. They missed 5 in a row before finally breaking that missed free throw streak. For the Cossacks of Sioux Valley, they shot also 12 of 22 from the field, 2 of 9 from three-point land, and 7 free throws at the line here so far. So that is where shooting-wise team is at here in this first half, as we'll take a look at some individual statistics after this 2-minute timeout here on Country 95.3 as we continue your halftime show. Brought to you by Lincoln Ave Construction in Hawaii Grain. We're back in 2 minutes.
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers. Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lincoln Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sioux Cup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lincoln Out Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
33-32 in favor of the Cossacks here from Volga. Halftime here brought to you by Lincoln Now Construction and Hawaii Grain. Take a look at some individual statistics here in the first quarter. We'll take a look at the Cossacks. It's led by Brett Melton. He has 10 points in the contest. Brady Hiltunen with 8. McKay Nelson with 2. Carter Sapp with 8. Connor Elf with 4 so far here in this one, as Olden Rusick has knocked in a free throw so far. For the Chargers, it's led by Wesley Whitler and Jet Yackley, both with 9 points apiece. Gavin Colson has 6 in the contest, and it was Easton Moore who would knock in 8 points, all but 3 in the second quarter for the Sioux Beach Chargers. Again, Chargers with 6, seeing 1 lead change, and it has gone in favor of Sioux Valley, but 6 ties have occurred. Could see, really, honestly, a back-and-forth contest, and sometimes the pace does go a little too fast, but I think pace-wise, the Chargers are okay with. They have limited their turnovers, but right now it's the Cossacks who really are just taking what they are given by the Chargers. They've had wide open layups. They've had some wide open threes. So the Chargers will have to look to close in defensively heading into the second half. Trying to give you an update on our NFL coverage on KCCR, so you can tune into the playoff games after the conclusion of this contest on our sister station, KCCR, 1240 AM and 98.9 FM. Also on our station 104.5 Capital City Rock. And it's Hawaii Capitals in action. So I just got a notification that the Panthers have taken the lead over the Rams in the fourth quarter. 1:04 left to go. The Panthers are up by 4. It's 31-27. Panthers just took the lead in these final moments of the first round of the wild card round as the Panthers and Rams battling for the second time in Carolina. So we'll take another 30-second timeout and get you set for the second half. That's coming up next between the Sioux Valley Cossacks and the Sully Butte Chargers. They'll flip sides and get the second half going. After this 30-second timeout on Country 95.3.
Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go, Sully Butte Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
Getting you set for the second half. Chargers facing a deficit, which has been a rarity. And I say rarity, and we're 6 games into the season, but that just tells you how well the Chargers have played. Really a tight contest here going into the second half. Can the Chargers pull it off to stay undefeated going into Tuesday against Ipswich? That will be a 6:30 tip-off. Also, events on Monday. Real quick here, juniors will be taking the ASVAB in the morning at school. And then the National Honor Society member induction ceremony in the band room beginning at 5:45. Congratulations to Wesley, Chloe, and Tommy for being a part of the National Honor Society. They'll be inducted on Monday. A school board meeting will also follow at 6:30 for the school board meeting. Well, flip sides. Chargers now will start going from right to left. Sioux Valley from left to right. Whittler had to go way far back to get that inbound. As the Chargers, again, facing their second A squad of the season. Yackley going to start the half with a 3. Couldn't do so. We do have a change to the starting 5 in this second half as Cooper Falkenhagen is the one that will start the second half over James Miles. And we'll get a whistle and a foul on Jet Yackley. He'll pick up his first of the contest. So an interesting change there is, again, James Miles entering the second half with 3 fouls. So probably more of trying to get James Miles as far into the second half as he can, especially the way that the Cossacks were going into the paint in that first half. Whittler knocks it away out of bounds. And it will stay with Sioux Valley. 17 on the shot clock. 7:22 left to play here in the third quarter. Chargers in their road purples for the second time this year. Falkenhagen intercepts the inbound play, gives it off to Whittler. Has to push the pace going to the left side as he'll put up a shot and another foul and another trip to the charity line. Here at the Sioux Valley Classic. The second to last game, the third game of the day. First game was a win for Bolton as Whittler will knock in the first free throw and we'll get one more. Foul was against Hiltunen for Sioux Valley. You're tied now at 33 apiece. Whittler to break the tie. He will with the made free throws. He's made his last 3. And we are having a Charger lead at 34-33. That one almost taken away. Yackley almost stole it and just ran with it. But has to go back defensively as the Cossacks have it back. He'll tune in. Left side out, backs this way out. His 2 Chargers were right there. It's Sapp who will travel with it. And the Chargers will get the basketball back. Turnovers again. I have Sioux Valley with 8, Sully Butte with 4. And it gone by in the third. 34-33 on that Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Yackley at the top. We'll give it over now to Colson. Colson fires a 3. That one will hit the right iron. And we'll go back to Sioux Valley. That was a quick one and done for the Chargers. On the other end, it's Ralph who will get the bucket to go. Whittler trying to go a little fast for our camera here. Bounce pass it off to Falkenhagen as he'll put it off the glass and get it to drop. Good time for Volkenhagen to get that bucket there. It's now 36-35. Sully Buttes at the top. Nelson will look to give inside there for Van Ziesen. Now kick out to Ralph. 3 for the lead. Got it. Ralph with a triple and a timeout taken by the Cossacks. The Cossacks, excuse me. 38-36 is your score. Is the Sully Buttes Chargers facing now a 2-point deficit. We will just keep it right here. Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you that to be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym, good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Timeouts. The Cossacks with 4. Sully Buttes with 4. So both coaches electing to really use their timeouts wisely here. Your communication scoreboard, 38-36. Chargers down by 2. Jay Yackley, Easton Moore, Gavin Colston, Wesley Whitler, and Cooper Volkenhagen start the second half with 6:02 left to play. The Cossacks are looking like they're ready to meet halfway. Yackley will get over the timeline as the Cossacks don't really put a lot of pressure. Moore, right side outside, gives it off to Yackley. Yackley at the charity stripe, now to Whitler. Pump fake 3, tries to go all the way, splits the defense on the left side, couldn't get the shot to go. And the Chargers get a second chance as Moore is able to secure the rebound, and a foul will go against Sapp. Kind of like the hustle rebounds there from the Chargers. Another thing I've noticed too is, I mean, if there's one guy who can clearly get the rebound, the Chargers really should back off. That's really been a lot more common already in this game. Now gives the Chargers an extra possession here with 4:40 left to go. 5:40, I should say. Moore thought about a 3. Looks for the skip pass up top to Yackley on the near side. Left side outside. Yackley has that poked away from Ralph with 21 on the shot clock. They're going back to the rebound. There's a couple of Chargers. They come down with it, and both of them are trying to fight for the rebound. If you both have it, just if one of them is going to clearly have it, you might as well let the one have it. Well, they're playing aggressive there, but that's going to lead to some extra opportunities here for the Cossacks. Here in the final stages of this contest, Moore with the floater on the right elbow gets it to go. And we are tied at 38 apiece here from the Cossack Center. Next possession for Sioux Valley. The drive in from Sapp. Sapp with the give as he's in the paint, puts it up. Shot's no good as Whitler comes down with the rebound. Yackley to Whitler. Whitler goes behind the back. Now gives it off to Moore. Skip pass up top to Yackley on the left side. Yackley, Colson, 3 from the left wing, or left corner, excuse me, no good as Moore comes in to fight for the rebound. And the tie-up will favor the Cossacks. 4:34 left to go as we'll get a change here for Sioux Valley. Rusinki's going to be back in for Sioux Valley. And making his way to the bench is McKay Nelson. Volkenhagen rushes down the court. A little bit of confusion from folks on the court. Chuckle a little bit there. So we have tie number 8 here in the third quarter. It's a quiet gym here in the third quarter. Shot there, no good. Brought down by Volkenhagen. Volkenhagen has that swapped away there from Lusing, who picks it up and puts it in. Tie breaks the lead, change down to number 5. There's a give to Moore. Moore with the pass up to Yackley. Yackley will swing it over to Whitler, left side. Looks for the step back. He gets one man to move. Fires a shot. No good. Moore will try to put it back up. He can't get that one to go. So 2 chances and no points to account for. As the Cossacks, Rusing puts it in after missing the first one. Gets the rebound. It's now going to be 42 38 with a chance for the lead to extend to 5. 3:37 left to play. Rusick will go to the line and shoot one. Falkenhagen's going to check out here. James Miles will check in. Chargers pick up team foul number 2. 3-point play is no good as Whitler goes high for the rebound. A deficit Chargers haven't seen much this season, if at all. Whitler, nice pass over to Miles. Couldn't get it to go. Whitler tries to go for the putback and couldn't get that one to go either. So a couple of opportunities, and the Chargers once again come up empty. Quickly on the Cossacks. A drive in from Hiltunen for 2. Now we have a 6-point deficit for the Chargers, and Coach White has to burn a timeout. With 3:05 left to play, full timeout. We'll take a 60-second timeout. 3:05 left to play. Sioux Valley 44, Sully Buttes 38. We're back in 60 seconds.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports on YouTube. Los Angeles Rams avoid a massive upset in the final minutes of their playoff game against the Carolina Panthers. So the Rams advance to the divisional round. They'll wait their opponents as more games decided here this weekend. Chargers take a timeout to kind of just regroup here. They're down by 6. 2:50 left to go in the third. Yackley bounce pass it off to Moore. He'll back his way into the baseline. Now kick out. Yackley shoots a deep 3 from the left corner. Is about as far as you can go on that right corner, And no points come out for the Sully Buttes Chargers. A lot of empty possessions here in this third quarter. Just 2 made buckets. And the Cossacks will change it for them as it's another 3 for Ralph. It's now 47-38. Colson for 2, no good. Swats that away. Save there from, that was Rusick who saved it, but it was last touch there by Colson. And the Cossacks will bring in Dan Zizin. I'm told a couple of ways to pronounce the mascot, so if I say both, it's probably because that's how I've been told to say it here, but the Cossacks with 2:06 left to play. Get it back. Rusick thinks about a 3. He's matched up there by Miles. Ralph for another 3. He's got it. Chargers cannot stop Ralph right now. He has got 11 in this quarter, and the Chargers face a 12-point deficit. Bolson, couple of dribbles, looks, tries to get it off, and a reach is going to stop play with 1:44 left to go. The foul off to Ralph, who picks up his 3rd. The Cossacks will have Ralph come out. Inbound play goes to Colson. Colson will pick up that dribble, gives it off to Whitler in the paint, goes to the left side, layup is good. Wesley Whitler with a bucket. That's just the 3rd made field goal here in the third quarter for the Chargers. Lead is separated by 10. Biggest lead's been 12. Sapp has a foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot some more free throws. Ackley will pick up the foul. That'll be just his second. He's picked up both here in this third quarter. It'll be just the third team foul, so one more foul for the Chargers to give. Sapp will make the first free throw. The message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office: be a good citizen, helping your community, your friends and neighbors. Make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw is perfect. 52-40 that is where the biggest lead has been this evening at 12 points. Ackley, Boyd's picking up that pivot foot. Miles gets the basketball, hands it off now to Colson. Colson on the drive, floater on the paint. Can't get that one to go either. And once again, just the Chargers not really getting anything to drop. And it will be a turnover there from the Cossacks. With 1:02 left to play, 52-40 on the Venture Communication scoreboard. Ackley. A little bit of pressure there. Now makes it away over the timeline. Spins out, gets away with it, picks up the dribble, swinging to Colson, now to Moore. Moore, back to Colson. Colson now will hand it off now to Ackley. 43 seconds left to go. Shot clock at 14. Ackley. Now it's an inside give to Whitler. Whitler is going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line. Now going to go get Dan Zizan. He'll pick up his third with 36 seconds left to go. So the shot clock will be separated by one. Whitler made both his free throws here in the third, and he will miss that one. Chargers 50% at 6 of 12. 36 seconds, 52-40 on the Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Whitler to try to go 1 of 2, make this an 11-point game. Whitler goes 1 of 2, makes it within 11. 52-41, Whitler with the steal for the Chargers, trying to go all the way with it. He does. Gets the steal and pays it off with 2. Lead is now down to within 9. 52-41. The Cossacks with a chance to hold it here for the final shot. 13 seconds, now to 12. Tune in. He'll tune in. We'll get this kind of a screen, not really much. 5 seconds left to go. He'll tune in. He'll fire a deep three. That one to be left short. Put back is going to be left short, and Whitler will bring it down. Make sure another opportunity is not allowed. 52-43. We played 3 quarters of basketball. Chargers have to make something happen here. They get some shots to fall. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Fourth quarter coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, the Riverfront Broadcasting Station, as we go into the 7 o'clock hour.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Butte's athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
It is the fourth quarter, about to get set here from the Cossack Center at Sioux Valley High School. Wyatt Barichka with you. Big thanks to Jen back in the studio for keeping us here live on the air as your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication scoreboard shows the Chargers down by 9 now here in the fourth quarter. Just a tough shooting quarter for the Chargers. They would miss 9 shots and make 4. So we go 4 of 9, or 4 of 13, I should say, from the field. Chargers start with the basketball in the fourth quarter, going from right to left. They have not trailed a lot this season. It's adversity the Chargers are being shown. More on a long pass from Ackley. Couldn't get the 3 to go, and that is not what the Chargers want to do here in this fourth quarter, especially since the Cossacks are just making every shot possible, and now they'll go to the line. Chargers with a quick first team foul. And James Miles has picked up his 4th personal foul.
Carter Sapp to the line, shooting 2.
We'll see if they let James Miles stay in here. Again, he did not start the second half because of those 3 fouls, and we're seeing why there with the 4th foul just being quickly picked up here in the 4th, and not much if you can do if you're James Miles. That was just a tough play to defend. And the first free throw does go in. Saying the Chargers, I have 43. Yeah, that is the case. I apologize. Get one more free throw here from Sapp. And it's a perfect trip. It's 54-43 with 7:35 left to go. Colson going to try to go all the way with it. With the floater, it's good. Colson picks up the buckets. As Whittler's got 16, Colson with 8 in the contest. We're back to within 9. 54-45, 7:16 left to play. Drive from Dan Ziesen. There's the kick down now. It's Hilton who will go in the paint, put up the shot, and get it to go in. Again, some of these shots, I mean, I get you. Tough. I mean, those are like, what do you do defensively? You've done everything you've asked for. The Chargers will turn it over for the 6th time tonight. With 7 minutes to go as the minute's gone by. Usink will check out. And the Gossiks will get the basketball back. They are up 56-45, an 11-point advantage for Sioux Valley. There's a give to Ziesen. He'll be fouled there. Whittler will have the reach. Whittler will pick up his, looks like that will be either his first, yeah, it is his first of the quarter. Some changes. Ralph is going to check back in, who was shooting lights out in the 3rd quarter. He made 3 of his 4 from beyond the arc, and then the inbound play, no good there from Sapp. And Whittler picks up the rebound. Yackley goes all the way with it after getting the outlet pass, but couldn't get that shot to go. And some buddies, too, is going to be tough as well. If you're the Chargers, and Coach White trying to emphasize that with his team, and they will be back in action on Tuesday. We'll tell you more in the post-game show. Pass is stolen there. Yackley will take up the steal. He'll give the pass, looking for Falkenhagen. That zips in there. Whittler, though, picks it up. As a couple of Gossiks couldn't get the basketball, and as Whittler puts up the shot, he's fouled. That will go to the line. Whittler, once again, another trip. There get tune in with the foul, and just taking a quick look here for Whittler shooting at the line. He has had a really good day at the line. And the first free throw is no good, or is good, excuse me. Get one more free throw here. This is his 14th free throw in the game is Wesley Whittler. Has 17. This to cut it within 9. Whittler does so. 56-47 as 2 minutes have gone by. 6 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Chargers have been down the entire second half. Sapp at the top now. Batched up there by Morris. Chargers run man-to-man defense. Kick out now to Hiltum, and it is now, looks like the Gossiks are going to elect to start working the clock here. So they do have the lead with it. Shot clock at 10. Oh, stops, pull up from the top and knocks it in. Splash. More quickly over the midcourt stripe, and then the Chargers will turn it over. .532 left to play. It's back to a 12-point deficit. That's where the biggest lead has been this entire game, and it's Sioux Valley who gets to have that title. Chargers, though, not letting it get away too quickly here. That's an offensive foul. Yackley will take the charge. Milton was Put a little touch on that shoulder as he went down with it. And Sully Boots will get the basketball back here. That'll be turnover number 11 for Sioux Valley. Chargers now gonna have to start getting some buckets here. Doesn't need to shoot from beyond the arc real quickly here as Yackley will fall to the floor. And I think he was slow to get up there, but appears to be all right. But he will turn the basketball over. Dan Zize will check in. We'll give Nelson a rest. Chargers going to bring that full court pressure. Classics have done very well against this Charger press here today. They do it once again. Wide open is a triple there from Milton. And that's going to be good. Chargers now down by 15. 62-47 on the Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Yackley is going to be fouled. And Yackley will go to the line. That should be 3 free throws. It is the case. Yeah, Yackley making his first trip to the line here today. They're going to give the foul off there to Ralph as he picks up foul number 4. Yackley will make the first free throw. And the Chargers perfect from the line here so far in this fourth quarter. 4:52 left to go. 62-48. And the second free throw is also good. Final free throw. From Yackley. 4:52, this to cut it within 12 once again. Yackley is perfect. Timeout taken by Coach White. It's now 62-50. It's a, let's see here, it's a 4. It is a quick 30. We'll keep it right here. 62-50 your score. The Chargers were outscored 19-9 in the third quarter. And right now are being outscored by 1 at 10 tonight in the fourth quarter. Chargers are just going to have to start getting some of those bunnies to drop because it has been tough for them underneath the bucket here today. And a three-point range, they've only made 4 threes out of 14 attempts from beyond the arc. So look to see if they will try to go attack more and maybe just get some of those shots to finally go the Chargers' way. Keep taking those turnovers if you can here early on. 4:52 left to play. They're playing some disco music here, it feels like. That song makes me think disco. You can hear that on our YouTube feed or on our radio side of things. However you may be tuning in, we can't thank you enough here. 4:52 left to go. Inbound is going to go to Milton. She crosses the midcourt stripe. Chargers had 4 already on defense, ready to go. The Cossacks have started working clock here a little bit. Clock now is at 4:40. And Zize will give it off there. First time we're going to be calling a new player's name. I'll have to get that here in just a moment as I don't have a 23 on my roster. So we'll have to get that number here in just a moment. Okay, change here. We'll get Carson Waji in. Came in for number 23. So again, we'll get that number here to Sioux. We apologize for number 23 for the Cossacks. Chargers needing to get a bucket here. Whitler, step back, fires a 3. That one is off the iron. And once again, will not go in for the Chargers there. 4 of 15 from three-point land. Stays at 62-50. Milton, hand off to OG, now hands it off to Sapp. Sapp thought about a 3 as Falconing, a nice job, closes in. Under 4 to play here in the fourth. There's Osman. Give. Milton, 3, no good. Topped up in the air. Rebounded there by Sapp. And it's going to be out of bounds, and it stays with the Cossacks. Miltunia will trigger it in, but timeout going to be spent first by Coach White. 30 seconds, we'll take one here. 3:43 left to go. It is the Cossacks 62, Sully Buttes 50. We're back in 30 seconds.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
62-50 your score here in the fourth quarter as the Chargers face a 12-point deficit. They got 3:43 left to make that ground up here. Wyatt Barichka with you, Jen back in the studio. As the Cossacks will have the basketball to trigger it in after a timeout by Coach White. One timeout left for the Chargers as well. And that's going to be a bucket made there by Sapp. Chargers are playing well defensively underneath. It's just the buckets going in for the Cossacks. Shot's no good. Basketball in the air will end up with Sioux Valley. It's another one and done for the Chargers. And if they're going to miss, they're going to have to get their own rebounds. And they're going to have to play a little bit more physically. They do have 2 timeouts to give, so they're going to maybe try to hold on to those for as long as possible. After a foul there by the Chargers, it will put the Cossacks at the line. Whitler picks up his second. Tunin is at the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Lead is now at 15. The biggest lead of the night. One more free throw here from Hiltunen. Second free throw. Bounces off the back iron, and it's brought down by Whitler. So we'll stay a 15-point lead here. Falkenhagen on the pass, who gets the receiving on the pass from Whitler, has his shot deflected. So once again, it's another one and done. And now the Cossacks will spin a timeout. And a substitution as Ralph will check in here. 3:03 left to play. Cossacks 65, Sully Buttes 50. And we'll see what Coach White has to say to his team here as it will be the Cossacks basketball coming out of the timeout. Be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey the speed limits in towns and on the highways. Arrive live, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So after the conclusion of this one, we'll have a post-game show, and then you can move to our sister station, 104.5 Capital City Rock, for some Hawaii Capitals hockey. Or you can catch the Bears and the Packers on KCCR, 1240 AM in 98.9 FM. Got a 13 games spanning since Thursday night on all of our stations. So we've had a busy week of sports here, and it doesn't stop next week. We'll have divisional games or local games. Sully Buttes basketball is going to have 2 next week with Ipswich and Miller. Those will just have the 1 game against Miller. Boys will play Ipswich on Tuesday. Wide open is going to be Milton. It was a wide open layup for Milton on the right side. And the lead expands to 17. Yackley to Whitler in the paint. Kick out there to Colson on the left corner, and he makes that 3. Colson with a triple. It's been a while since the Chargers were able to put some points on that scoreboard. It's now a 14-point lead at 67-53. Chargers now putting some urgency on the reach, and that will be the final foul to give there for the Chargers. Ackley picks up foul number 3. 2:26 left to go. OG now to Hiltunen. That's no good. It's rebounded there by Falkenhagen. As Whitler now will look to go all the way with it. We'll get another whistle and another foul. Hiltunen with foul number 4. Hiltunen will check out. Ralph will check out. As the Cossacks get a couple of substitutions. Woj is in and Dan Season's in. Also in is Rusink. Chargers have played 8 here in this game. I've only played 7 here in the second half. Final 2:15 left here to go. Whitler, triple off the back iron and going to be brought down by Nelson. They're just really trying to create traps, and a timeout going to be spent there by the Cossacks with 2:01 left to go. We'll take a full timeout here. We'll take a 60. 67-53 your score. Cossacks over the Chargers at the moment. We'll be back. Final 2:01 next after the 60-second timeout.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
2:01 left to go. Chargers down by 14. 67-53 your score with 2:01 left to go. Chargers with one timeout. Cossacks with two, but no team has a foul to give. It'll be the Cossacks basketball out of the timeout. Chargers looking to erase a 14-point deficit and look to do it quickly here with the final 2:01. Clock starts. He'll tune in. Matched up there by Whitler. Chargers going to play tight defense as Yackley will steal it away. Looks for the layup on the easy side and will lay it up for two. So that will help right there. It's now 67-55. It's now a 12-point game. Chargers continuing to bring that full court pressure over the timeline as well. As that will be the final, or no, that is the last foul to put them in bonus, and it's bonus free throws for the Cossacks for the final 136. Whitler picks up foul number 3. He's picked up all 3 fouls in this quarter alone. So Sioux Valley Boys Round Ball Classic. Rolf will make the first free throw here. And we'll get one more free throw here from Ralph as he has had himself a game with 18 points. 4 Cossacks in double-digit points. A perfect trip there as well there from Ralph. 95 seconds left to go here as Colson is going to take it over the midcourt stripe. And the Chargers will have Moore on the left corner. Will drive into the paint, kick out Colson. Thought about a 3. Takes it in, back to Moore. Moore is going to do a catch and shoot 3. That one going to be no good. Colson rebound, fires a 3, gets it to go. Gavin Colson with 2 threes here in this quarter. Makes it now 69-58. And Cooper Falkenhagen rips it away there from the Cossacks. Got to pick up the pace here. Coach White saying we got to have a 3. Whitler fires a 3. That one's going to be left short. Fight for the basketball. It's going to be last touch there by Colson. And that's going to be a break that the Chargers wish they had with 52.4 left to go. Coach White is talking with the official. No hard feelings between the two. Yeah, Yackley, Wesley Whitler, Gavin Colson, Easton Moore, and Cooper Falkenhagen. Only going the whole way here in the fourth quarter. Yackley gets in the passing lane and knocks it away. And we'll just reset here. Now you got 51.8, so 6/10 of a second go off the clock. Inbound goes to Rusink. Rusink will bring it over to the timeline as he bounce passes that off there to Miltunin. And another foul for the Chargers, and they'll have to play foul from here on out. With this game starting to become more and more out of reach. Ackley picks up foul number 4. Have the post-game show coming up here in just a moment. Going to give big thanks to Don's Fooder Center, who provided the YouTube feed here today. We'll also have the unsung hero and your player of the game coming up next year. Cossacks will have McKay Nelson check in. First free throw was no good there from He'll tune in. And we'll get one more free throw. Second free throw is good. Another change to the lineup, and Moji is now in. It's a 12-point game here with 43.3 left to go. Cossacks bringing full court pressure. Yackley gets it over the timeline, makes his way to the right side. Whitler looking, step back, fire it for two. That's going to be no good. And that is probably going to do it. Chargers will suffer their first loss of the season, falling to the Cossacks with a final of 70-58. And we'll go back to the drawing board before Tuesday, as they will take on Ipswich on Tuesday night at 6:30. We'll have that coverage. We'll have a post-game show. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3 as the horn sounds. And that's a final. Chargers fall to the Cossacks 70-58. We'll step aside 2 minutes. Wrap this one up here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chargers suffer their first loss of the season with a final of 70-58 against the Sioux Valley Cossacks. Final is 70-58 on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. Quarter by quarter, the Chargers would outscore the Cossacks after 115-9, but it was all Sioux Valley after that. 24-17 after 2, 19-9 after 3, and 18-17 after 4 quarters of play. That's how your 70-58 final happens. 8 ties, 5 lead changes occurred. A lot of it in the first half and really into the second quarter in that one. As turnovers, I had the Cossacks with 11. I had the Chargers with 8. Shooting-wise, again, all stats unofficial here on our broadcast. As the Chargers would shoot 6 of 17 from three-point land, 20 of 44 from the field, and 12 of 18 from the charity stripe. I had the Cossacks at 65%, 24 of 37, 7 of 14 from three-point land, and 15 of 20 from the charity stripe. When you shoot free throws and shoot like that, you're really going to set yourself up. It's basically like the Chargers on Thursday. I mean, they shot so well that, I mean, even if a team played so good, you probably were going to fall in that contest. So when you see shooting performances like that, it's tough, and the Chargers just on the receiving end of it here tonight. Taking a look at some individual statistics as we do have some obligations here, but we will do the Chargers. It was led by Wesley Whitler. He would finish with 18 points and 4 rebounds. Gavin Colson would have 14 points and a rebound. Jet Yackley with 14 and 2. Easton Moore with 10 and 2 as well. Cooper Falconing with 2 points in the contest as well. We got a player of the game. It's brought to you by Yackley Ranches. Your Yackley Ranches player of the game. You got to give it off to Wesley Whitler here today. He finishes off with 18 points, multiple turnovers, and some rebounds. And we have an unsung hero. You might have not heard this name a lot tonight, but our unsung hero is brought to you by Colson Farms. This goes to the player that works hard and makes the team better. You may not have heard me say their name, but the unsung hero goes about their own way to make a difference in this game. Colson Farms also makes sure to work with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. Chargers did not go deep into their bench tonight, and really the one who's coming off the bench, Cooper Falkenhagen and Carson Miles, who is your unsung hero player of the game. It's Carson Miles having to do a lot more work here, especially in a contest like tonight against the Cossacks. So your unsung hero brought to you by Colson Farms goes to Carson Miles. That's going to do it for us here as the Chargers again suffer their first loss of the season. They'll be back in action on Tuesday at about 6:30 against Ipswich. We'll have that coverage for you here on Country 95.3. And I say 6:30, but that looks like that might be the JV time. So make sure you check out kccrradio.com for those updates here as well. Take a note, Monday, the juniors will have the ASVAB in the morning for at school. And then the National Honor Society new member induction going to take place in the band room. You're going to have 5:45. Congratulations again to Wesley, Chloe, and Tommy for their inductions into the National Honor Society. Basketball doubleheader is going to be on Thursday. That'll be about a 4 o'clock start for the games, and it will be Sully Buttes taking on Miller here in Oneida. For Jen back in the studio, the entire broadcasting team at Riverfront Broadcasting, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Sully Buttes Chargers basketball on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports. Have a great weekend. God bless. Let's get you back to the music.